Hello, friends, and welcome to your home communion resource. There are a lot of things that we have had to shift to video, shift to home over the last 2 years, but by one of God's amazing little things, this is something that has been in place long before that. The idea that we don't need to be together in church to share communion, especially not on a night like this, but that we can do it ourselves in our own homes. And so even we're going to take things that little step further tonight, and I am actually not going to lead this. You are. This resource will walk you through the steps of that so that you can have a meaningful time either with your family or on your own or with whoever you're with. But it won't be me leading. It will be you. Because the act of remembering what Jesus did for us, it's special to do together as a church family, but not required to only do as a church family. Communion is one of those crazy things that is both a very simple thing to do, doesn't have to be long and complicated, but it is at the same time the most special thing that we can possibly not even come close to wrapping our heads around. There's so much happening in this simple little thing, and I hope that hits you today. Regardless of how long or short you choose to make this, and I would encourage you to make it your own, add some music, put on some candles, whatever it is, I hope that you will make it a holy time. And so if you're in a home with other people and maybe some of them aren't sharing in this time with you, I would encourage you to find some quiet space. Leave your phone in the other room or turn it off entirely. Don't rush. Leave your space room. Leave yourself room. Here are the pieces we're going to work through tonight. We're going to begin with a word of prayer. And this is a prayer, a structure that we have for prayer that kind of helps us to get ourselves in a good place to begin and not just jump right in with the, give me this, Lord, I really, really want it. We're going to start by having a word of praise, finding a word or a phrase that describes how wonderful God is to you. Then we're going to move into a time of confession, where I want you to take a moment to think of something you've done that you need forgiveness for. Maybe you've said it out loud. Maybe you haven't. There's power in saying these things out loud. It allows them no longer to have a grip on us. Then we're going to move into a time of thanks, when I would encourage you to find something to say thank you for, or someone to say thank you for. And lastly, we get to the time of asking. Ask God to do something in your life. What is it that you're looking for God to do? And end by asking God to bless the remainder of this time that you're about to spend. Then we're going to look at the story. Scripture is going to be up on the screen for you to read from Matthew 26, verses 26 to 29, that tell the story of the Last Supper, the time that Jesus spent with his friends, the disciples, the night he was arrested. And then you're going to partake in what we call the elements, the bread and the wine, or juice. If you haven't found those things yet, this is the beauty of this technology. You can pause and go and get those things at any time. Even during these pieces on the video, I would encourage you to pause if you need more time. There is no rush. We call them the elements because they are the most basic things of our faith. We know that the elements of life are fire, wind, water, matter, right? While the elements of our faith is this cup and the bread. They are the bare elements of our faith. And you'll take and enjoy those the same way we would if we were together in family church. And lastly, you'll close in prayer. This is the time when we really lay on the thank yous. Thank God for the time you've spent. Thank God for what the symbols stand for. Thank God for each other. Ask God for the courage to share this good news with others. And so, friends, as you, in a way, reenact the time that Jesus spent with his disciples on his last night on earth alive, I would encourage you to pause and enjoy all that God has in store for you. You will do great. Enjoy it and be blessed.